Yo, 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 day 13. And yes, the real question is what is going on with all these limited banners? How can it be? Kigiri, Wukong, Enora, Dahlia, Diao, Reeves, Falch, all of them within like a month, two? It is too much. Maybe we really do get a pick your own limited banner or something similar, because they cannot do all of the same things right there like that. Am I disappointed that there's no horse confirmed yet? Yes. We need to know if the horse becomes a limited, right? If the black horse is a limited, that's what we need to know. Because when he is, that means we have our hero that we need to get on this account basically set down, right? As long as it's a horse, we need to get it. But yeah, Wukong coming back? No, we had the Wukong banner already. But to be honest, I wouldn't put it past the devs. Like, if it really is a choose your limited banner, I would imagine there's every single hero on that fucking banner. But yeah, apparently everybody and his mom is coming back. But before we get into all the juicy stuff, Dahlia must have? No, not especially if you don't, especially not if you've got Ingrid. But again, before we get into anything crazy, we need to do our ritual of welcoming you all back to the stream. So Adoy, Crimgy, Tim, what's up, Zekro, Mirapi, Tycoon, and then obviously Ashok also here. Thank you all so much for once again tuning in. We have farmed like there's no tomorrow. Alright? We farmed quite a bit. Considering all these points are from after reset. And we did the 360-ish runs before reset. And look at this. Huh? Isn't that something? I was saving, but now I need a Baba. What you need him for? Gear Rate 1? Wow! We got another legendary. Woo! So, I would say with Tireless Raider and all at the same time active, like, you can check out our Wizard's Hunt. We already got all the rewards here. The other ones would be spending gold. You can see we're sitting on 4.3 million gold. We farmed a lot, right? The new Codex. Let me see. I mean, I don't think for any of these codexes Baba's gonna be particularly useful. It's not like the dual codex is back. It's just the two codexes, right? There's no Kriya codex this rotation. On that note, we also need to do the codex today. But more importantly, we have a lot of gear sorting to do. So let's get to it. Let me already show you the highlights. So, out of all 360 runs today before reset, we only got this ancient, crit rate main stat with attack, crit damage attack speed, and this one with crit damage, attack percent, crit rate, attack speed. Those were all from the 360. And these two right here were past reset with the Tireless Raider active. We have a God Roll Insight, as well as a God Roll Fracture. Problematic is we don't quite have the resources to ascend all that many pieces. And also we haven't yet upgraded these pieces. And that's what we're gonna do right now. But before we do that, we have a bunch of pieces we need to sell, because I just kept all of them, because our filters are unreliable and we have to, you could almost say, go one by one. So what we're first going to sell is all the flat stats. That's already 283 pieces and 1.8 million goldaroonies. And then yeah, we're just pretty much have to go with the good pieces for all categories and then just get rid of everything else in one big swoop. What that means is we're only talking about right side gear. And first off, we're just looking for attack percent with crit rate. And then attack speed, right? So the Ancients are no-brainers to be locked. Here, we at least already have an Infernal Roaring that has attack speed, crit rate, attack. So that's quite nice, depending on how it rolls. This one's quite nice too. We are past the point of keeping pieces that aren't of a useful set. So these healer sets, even with the evolution gems, we wouldn't get anything useful out of them. So this is kind of where we stop with these. As great as this piece looks, it is not going to help us. We're gonna lock it anyway, potentially to use it as a mana spring piece in general. But these, for example, can already go. As great as they are, it would just be a waste of gold. Huh? So now we have to do the reverse, which is searching for crit damage with attack speed and attack. Then again, here we have our Ancient. We have this piece right here. We have this one. But I don't believe we have like any Ancient equivalent rolls, and these three can all go. About Dahlia, 20% damage increase and block increase at A1, she's very good. Yeah, that is also something I've seen in the comments. That once you get her to the A1, you can definitely use her for that. But what I didn't like personally all that much was you only have one tile behind that to place a tank. So you would have to go tank, Dahlia's lane, tank, or just Dahlia's lane and a tank, which in general reduces your block potential compared to just going two tanks in front of each other and a different mage that hits in front of the tank. But it remains to be seen how efficient or non-efficient that actually turns out to be. So another piece we just have to check just in case is the attack speed main stat. Maybe there's a hidden champion somewhere. Unless it's perfect stats, we don't need to keep it. Crit rate, we're looking at it just in case. Just in case, kind of to see if there's anything magnificent that we truly want to keep. Like this piece is decent. No, it's not decent. It's missing attack percent. This piece, on the other hand, is alright, right? We're missing crit damage. We're missing crit damage, but it's alright. And pretty much everything else here can be already sold. So that brings us to the fact that we have to skip the song, otherwise we're getting drowned in noise. But yeah, where were we? Tank gear. So we're looking for HP, we're looking for defense, and then we're looking for preferably attack speed. Because if we're already looking for tank gear, we might as well get a couple stats out of the way rather than just a few. So attack speed should help us to, I guess, build some rage. We could also look for, let's say, flat HP. It is tier 3 gear, so that might just roll well. The tier 2 we can ignore. And I guess with rage regen, maybe this one. But the reason also why we're looking for attack speed is so that we can not just use it on a tank, but also on our vortex at the same time. On the note of healers, we need to check out the attack speed, attack speed healing effect combination to see if there's any worthwhile pieces there to be used. And then before we forget it, obviously the Dolores combo, which is attack flat, and rage regen. So especially the ones that are already tier 3 can definitely be saved. Other ones, only if the stats truly look decent, which they at least do to an extent. And then for the rest we can just get rid of those. Okay, so we have our tank gear saved. We have our healer gear saved. We've went through all the relevant DPS options. We can search for an attack speed main stat though. With the rage regen main stat with attack speed. Like for example, not that. This one? No, also not quite. HP percent would be great. This one is quite nice. We have rage, we have attack speed, we have HP percent, and then more attack speed. Maybe we can find one with the tech bonus for a potential holo should we ever pull her. We don't. So we can get rid of those pieces. And then lastly, maybe HP percent with attack speed, rage regen substats. On a Mana Spring Bangle, that's quite decent. Yeah, okay, I believe we've mostly found everything that's useful. Like, for example, a piece like this. Why is this ever thumbs up? I don't know. It's not like we could make like a great amount of use. Get something out of it. Technically, this piece can work with the rage regen, with the main stat. So, okay, we do have one more combination to check, which is attack, crit damage, attack speed. And just in case we're using one of our fancy ancients as main stat pieces, might as well take those. But crit damage, we don't really have what it takes to afford that. So, all right. I think we can pretty much sell everything as. We will still check for attack percent, crit rate, crit damage. If there's anything big. No. Yeah. Crit rate, attack percent, crit? No. Crit damage, attack percent, crit? No. Yeah. Okay, just so we don't sell them, we locked all of them, right? Yeah, no gear found. Okay, then let's let the great cleansing begin. 249 more useless pieces, 1.6 million more gold. We're going to need it. Okay, we're sitting on 8 million. It's time to upgrade the few hopeful pieces that left or sticked around after the great cleansing. Let's start with the crit rate one. It's decent. Nothing too amazing. Let's do the fracture one. Could have been better, but is alright. Could have been worse. Now the important one. Please. Everything close to purple. Not a godsend, but better than what we have. Huh? Same here. Is alright. Is alright. Obviously, attack speed being a bit higher would have been preferable, but it's fine. Now, how many bullions do we have? Just a single bullion. So our dreams of ascending our way into proper sets is going to be quite a while. Alright. Let's copy what you send. Just so we all know what you're talking about, because I can't read that. Let's translate this one. How am I? I'm doing mighty fine. Thank you very much, Renoir, for asking. Next time in a readable language, please. Thank you. Otherwise, I'll always have to use Google Translate. Yeah. Okay, let's get these on the road. So attack percent, crit rate, attack speed. This piece, come on. Don't betray us. We're not yet that desperate that we are going to put that to the max. It doesn't look hopeful. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't even tell you what language that is. But if you really want to send messages every sudden and I need to translate them, I think we're fine. We're fine with that. It's just gonna take a while for me to respond, alright? Also, I cannot respond in your native tongue because I don't even know what I'm looking at. right? So there's that. Oh, that is atrocious. That is atrocious. What do we have here? Not good. So we did walk away with one useful piece. That is nice. Can we make a useful set though? Maybe if this rolls well. So crit damage first, then attack speed. Maybe. I don't like that they're on 16. 16 means such a huge monetary investment for a potential low roll. Luckily this time we were saved quite graciously. Alright, now let's search for the last one, which is obviously attack percent, crit rate, crit damage. There we have a couple options. A best set for Sun Wukong, Cataclysm, if you can make it work with the exclusive pieces, otherwise Soulbound Arcana. Full on attack or one piece of crit damage, both are fine. Okay, so that piece was unfortunately a dud. Nothing to write home about. And we also need a bunch of our gold to upgrade some tank pieces. So we're kind of running out of pieces to throw gold at. Oh! But this one is a worthwhile investment if it works. That's great. We can actually build a full set. It is not... thank you so much. Just 2 more to go. Soulcadence and Numera. Soulcadence, also Soulbound Arcana or Cataclysm. Infernal Roar doesn't work. And for Numera, I think also Soulbound Arcana or Cataclysm, because Infernal Roar shouldn't work with her ultimate explosion. So Infernal Roar unfortunately doesn't work on them, so Soulbound Arcana, Cataclysm are your best bets. Okay, so who was our worst geared? We had a set that was kind of trash. We just need to figure out which set it was. This one, I believe. It's not terrible, but it's also not great. So here we have one piece. Yeah, this one, if we bring it to 16. Not perfect, but better than nothing. And then the final piece is this one right here. Infernal Roar set acquired. You haven't played in about a year, figure coming back after missing so much I might be too far behind. No, honestly, with the gem system coming and such, and with them introducing more drops and whatnot, catching up is easier than ever. Which reminds me, people, I need some good luck. Make it a message that just says good luck. Make it a letter G, or send me a good luck emoji. This is fucking 500 runs of Gear 319. We have around 16 pulls of each, and we need every single bit of luck we can get for Dolores exclusive, an exclusive of any legendary we have, a 4-stat piece, a ancient piece, a identifiable piece, a tank set piece, attack percent, crit rate, crit damage piece. There is so much we could get that could save us so much time. Same is for Wings of Grace. Just any Wings of Grace piece. It doesn't even matter what. Attack flat, HP flat. Everything would be great. We just need that little spark so we can make a massive jump in progress. Oh, this is what? 5,000 stamina? It's been a lot of stamina. Because... once again, let me prove my commitment. We're tapped out, right? We're sitting on 76 gems. There is no stamina here. And the next burst of stamina we're going to get has to come from obviously this one, which we're going to waste in quite a bit, but has to come from the Codex. Yeah, has to come from the Codex. But let's get to fusing. Let's get these 10 puts out of the way, and let's hopefully walk away with at least something a little useful. And on that note, let's find a song that isn't a vocal. Come on, we can find one. That's good enough. Okay, sounds like a funeral, but here we go. Tempo. Okay, what are we looking at? Defense percent, defense, but HP. What is this? Defense percent. Attack percent crit rate. Not terrible. We can use it. No crit rate. HP based healer. No. Tank. No. 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 Tank. Breastplate. HP percent, defense percent, some attack speed. And then whatever this is. Right? At least it has rage region, alright? Okay, now for the singles. Whatever this is. There we go. We now have a tank chest piece and a tank weapon. See, this is how easy you can get proper tank gear early on, right? Most of these roads are tank pieces anyway, so tank gear did get quite a bit more accessible, unless you're talking about right side gear. That's a little bit harder. Two more. So far we've at least got a bit of tank gear. We're going to need it for Void. So it's not all hope lost. And on our last one, can we get a highlight piece? Something spectacular. No. Okay, tempo. It is shiny. It might not be very useful to us. It is shiny though. So if this is a bangle, then we can use this as a ring, this as an amulet, and this as a ring. If we really want to get that morale set going, right, we could put that on a Mary. You just got 4-stack fracture gear, pretty nice stats. Is there a way to evolve it into Sober Arcana? Yes, exactly, that's what it's for. So, once the update hits in just 8 days, you will be able to play the maps, get yourself a transmutation gem, and that gem takes a look at what is the base set. If your base set is a tank set, it evolves into a tier 2/tier 3 tank set. If your base set is a healer set, it evolves into a support type tier 2, tier 3 set. If your set is a DPS set, like the Fracture set, then once you evolve it, the Fracture set can become any of these sets. Infernal Roar, Aegis Wrath, Sorbent Arcana, Cataclysm, or Hell's Lament. So you have a 3 chance in 2. So you're looking at a 60% chance of getting a really good set, with Ageless Wrath and Hell's Lament being a bit more of a dud. Though Hell's Lament, I guess, has a bit of play on a couple heroes, and Ageless Wrath obviously still really good for BP. So yes, you can evolve your Fracture gear into a Sorbent Arcana with a 1 in 5, could also become Cataclysm, could also become Infernal Roar. You have some crit rate mains, no, why not keep some weapons without crit? We don't quite have the broadness of gear to think about shenanigans like that, but these pieces can go. This piece is a tank piece we can use because it has HP percent and defense percent. Now we just need 2 more. And this one is our first Wings of Grace. Now we need a Wings of Grace amulet and a Wings of Grace ring. Once we get those, we can just slap them on a laurel and be done with it. So let's see what our next 6 singles bring us. Rage Region. It is Unshaken with... No. Another one. HP percent, defense percent, HP, Rage Region and defense flat. The only issue is, as I mentioned, getting tankier is definitely becoming easier, but finding these other extra pieces for the Unshaken Will or for the other set, it does take a bit of luck. So we're now looking for a amulet or a ring of that set, otherwise it is kind of useless, right? So let's see. Maybe we can get something else useful. It is another banger, unfortunately, but we can definitely use up to 2 Wings of Grey sets, specifically for Guild Boss and anything 8-man. This Tempered Will piece is kind of trash. And then here, we do have an amulet. So now we're just lacking a ring. So especially early on, the Forge can be a real source of proper gear. Even with just something that doesn't look like anything. Like for example, what are you gonna do with this piece? Exactly, you throw it on a laurel because it doesn't matter. So our 2 goals for today are obviously once again to burn all our stamina, throw everything we have, everything we got onto Gear 3. Oh, also, for all of you that never want to do XP raid again, as soon as the gem system drops or whenever you're doing a big farming spree, make sure you have an XP bonus ready. These 1.2 million XP, those aren't from us farming XP stages. Those are just from doing the 500 runs of 319, right? We didn't even do anything XP related. It is just passive. The same is true for gold. Whenever you're doing big farming sprees, 200 runs plus, get a gold bonus, get an XP bonus, and then you never have to worry about these resources unless you're spending them like it's candy, right? Unless you're spending them without thinking. So can we make another 6-star? We can. Now this opens up a couple interesting questions, but the answer is probably pretty obvious. I would argue there's no way we're picking anyone that isn't Malvira, right? We can use her in the Conqueror Codex today. We can use her in Void. She's a legendary. And do we need any other arguments? Is there anyone that's a better fit? Is there anyone that is a better fit? Like Deimos for single target damage, I guess. Isolde because she's a lord and technically she needs it a bit more because she's weaker, but not really. Yeah, you think? Yeah, Isolde does need it more, but Malvira can do more with it. Right? She can just be a stronger tank with it, and as long as Malvira holds still, as long as she can also do extra damage, we can then just focus the rest of our units anywhere else. So let's just show Malvira some love and bring her up to 60. Where do we get all these insignias of endurance and stuff? I don't know. We're quite tapped on resources. I couldn't tell you where we're meant to get all that. It's gonna appear magically. So now that we have that done, we need to upgrade our tank pieces. So we're looking for HP, we're looking for defense, and then anything else on top of that is quite nice. These rolls are atrocious, so there's no need for us to consider any of these pieces. Let's see how far we go. That's what I'm talking about. Is it a waste of purple rolls? Should it have been on a DPS piece instead? Yes. But, I mean, we were asking for a tank piece. We can use that piece on other heroes, and also, considering that Magda is one of the only heroes that actually does damage, getting extra crit rate on her, we take it, alright? We take those. It's fine. Now we need a second one. So let's go to 8 here, see how the defense rolls. That's alright. We can use that as our secondary tank piece. Alright, middle piece. We have 3 choices. Let's get the +8. Let's get this skip. 12%. We can do better. We can do better than 12%. Hopefully. Come on, give me higher than 12. Apparently we can't. We can try without the attack speed. Yeah, but unfortunately we don't quite yet have the breadth of account to afford something like a Sovereign Arcana Malvira. But that is a very nice roll. Didn't we? We should have also tried upgrading this piece. Let's see what we get here on the defense percent. Yeah, okay, wouldn't have been a banger anyway. Oh, and this piece already has 17 on 225. So maybe we can just upgrade a different piece. This would be great. Come on, give us like 18%. Huh? 14. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there the defense percent is on the 16 roll. It's too expensive. Defense on the 12. Sell. I don't want to see that piece again, ever. Defense. Oh. I mean, perfect fit for Malvira, right? Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. This is sadly not quite enough. Oh, this is defense early though. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can check out the rest of the rolls and see if we can... I mean, alright, let's put some trust in this piece. That's good. That's good. We take those. We take those. 16% is pretty much... It's plus 2000 HP. It's quite good. Left side gear... We still have this to roll. We need to get some more gold, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get some more gold somewhere, somehow. So this piece has to go. This piece rolled atrocious. This piece isn't good enough. We need some more gold so that we can get some more roads in. Specifically on the left side gear so we can finish our tank set. So let's get those roads out of the way. Right here. 300,000, 500,000. Okay. High HP, high defense. High HP, high defense. Yeah! Now, and look at this. We also have attack speed on this piece. Huh? That's beautiful. Now, same scenario. High HP, high defense. High HP, high defense. Come on. Why are we upgrading singles? I want to sit here and die of old age. Come on. Yes. Yes, that's what we're talking about. This is how you roll gear. You just pray and it somehow works. And if it doesn't, you cry. This is how this game is meant to be played. It is time to get rid of everything that's not mythic. Like we're at the point where these pieces are never going to get used again. Might as well turn them into some cash. As great as the rolls are, they don't matter anymore. Same is true for the attack speed set. As nice as the attack speed set is, gold's nicer. Alright, what else do we have left? We still need to get this one to 16, please. Good shit. Nice one. Now, this is a Malvira. Huh? This is a Malvira. Looking pretty steep. Hey WorGuides, currently at day 68 and managed to do all gear at 21 and reach 50k blood in part 4. Ooh, nice. Nice one, man. That is pretty dope. So the next step, like for all of us, is going to be make use of the maps and make your way towards the 22s. But no, your real next step is obviously gear dungeons. So those are something you should be looking out for in making a bigger push. Yeah, this tank set gear is looking really good. Like, look at the stats. We have over 100% defense through substats. Over 300% HP. And look at this beauty. We got a Bastion ring too. We are actually getting somewhere, right? We might not be quite there yet, but we are making our way slowly, ever so. Game wants to tell me something, right? We've upgraded these kids 3 times, and 3 out of 3 times we've rolled into the Oath of the Damned. I guess we're ready for Malvira to die multiple times, because she will be back in just 60 seconds with her invulnerability. It's quite nice. Promo that girl ASAP. Slight problem. Where do we get the stamina? Yes, it does. So, once upon a time, when the game first released, having a Soulbound Arcana set wasn't as great of an advantage, because way before everything else was relevant, Soulbound Arcana worked exactly like it says. After your hero ultimates, they increase their own damage by 10%. At some point, whenever it was, maybe like 2, 3, 4 months after launch, at some point, Soulbound Arcana just changed. All of a sudden, whoever ults boosts the damage of your Soulbound Arcana wearer, which means basically you're stacking the set instantly, and that is the reason why it's so good. Because straight from the get-go, after just 5 ults from no matter who, you already have the 50% damage bonus. So yeah, that is Soulbound Arcana for you. Okay, can we somehow make a proper wisdom set? Insight set, sorry. Can we somehow make a proper insight set? Because if we can make an insight set, we can also use our shiny ancient pieces without having to feel too bad. So that means these have to go. We need at least enough gold to see if the piece is worth it. So what I'm thinking is, let's just use her as an example so we can put the pieces on. So we use this piece right there, and then hopefully, if it rolls well, this piece in the middle, right? It's not the greatest set ever. What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? So now we only need like 400,000 gold somehow. I don't know where. I do not know how. But we have to somehow scrounge together 400,000 gold so that we can afford that piece. Yeah. Which means getting rid of some plus 16s that might not have the best rolls in the world. So let's just sort by plus 16 and see which piece we could get rid of. These, maybe this one, but it's on a Dolores. No, they all rolled well enough. Ah yes, we already got the gold from the Wizard's Horse event. Was a great help. And also the 800,000 from the event from What's Her Face yesterday was quite helpful. The weekly event thing with the 6 stages. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any more like bad You know what? Do we have a hammer? We don't. Even if we had, we don't have 500k gold. Yikes. So we are out of gold. So we can not unleash the full potential of this piece right here. Unless we get unreasonably... Yeah, no, 96k is never going to be enough. There's just no way. What else do we have that we're not going to be using? I mean, this chase piece, we're probably going to find something better. This weapon kind of rolled itself into Doom. What about this? HP with defense? No, that's decent. Just kind of ass. All the other pieces are at least locked for a reason. What about this? Defense HP but on 16, defense HP on 16, defense HP on 12. So the 16s can go. Defense HP on 8, defense HP on 12, defense HP on 16. Attack percent, crit damage, attack can still be useful. This has nice, can be useful too. I cannot get back to the piece. Help me. I don't. I hate this. I hate that. How do I get back to this piece? How do I click on that? What do I do? How can we? Okay, we made it somehow. We managed to unclick the piece. I don't like this interface in my face. I don't even like upgrading pieces from here. But hey, maybe some of you are great fans of this feature. Me personally, I don't like it. It just feels like it's in the way. If it was like a menu you could just enable, like clicking down here and this pops out, sure. But like this, it just feels like it's blocking your vision for no reason. It's not like this field is that particularly big anyway, and then taking away, what the fuck, this is what, 33% of this field for like, you have to just scroll to see what's behind. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. It's annoying as hell. Alright, 46k, 270. Maybe this is enough. You never know. You never know. Plus, yep. Free to play Tower 30. Once we get the ability to equip a second artifact, right? Or once we get the ability to level heroes to level 70. That's when we can do free to play Tower Stage 30. Otherwise, you have to wait a little bit. You have to wait a little bit for that to come true. Alright, how far can we get with 279? We're at least on 15. Alright. We're at least on 15. What is this? Ooh, 50. See, isn't this quite nice? 57 energy from the mine. Not bad. Not bad. Can we cook something? Oh, we can cook some stamina. We have way too many auto fight cook thingies. Might as well use them. I just have seen this very strange war commercial with skeletons. What the hell? I don't know what you mean. I don't know which commercial you're talking about. But it might be that they're doing an ad push now that we're closing in on the anniversary. So there might be some interesting shenanigans going on to keep it light. All right, that there might be some interesting visions, huh? Some surprises. Did I miss a question? Let me see. If multiple hero... Oh yeah, no. Yeah, we answered that. We answered that question. Whew. How can we squeeze a bit more gold out of this? Let's look for HP percent, defense percent. No, that's good. Can go. 12% is not enough. 10.5%, no. Defense on plus 16, hell no. No way I'm upgrading that just to get disappointed from the defense roll. Okay, 86,000. We have 3 upgrade chances. 3 chances. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Yikes. Where do we find more gold? One more chance. We're never upgrading this piece, are we? We're never making it out. That piece is forever going to stay plus 15. Come on! We're not asking for much. Where can we get some extra gold? I don't want to do gold raid. I guess void reward, but I want to use the set. I want to use the set before we play content. I want to use these pieces, but if this piece isn't upgraded, this doesn't work. What do we do? How do we make this work? God damn. We just want one upgrade. Yeah, those pieces aren't worth shit. Maybe these ones. If you just replace, and then unequip, and then replace, and then unequip. We just sell them. Boom, bang. Okay, how much gold do we have now? Maybe for 2 more attempts? Please. Come on, last one. Ah! I hate the plus 16 step. especially when you're broke. Please! What if second hero is deployed after the first hero ulted? Will the second hero get the damage increase immediately? No. It is only when they're on the field. We are desperate. Come on, please. Next one. We did it. We sold half our soul, every other worldly possession, and we managed to strike a deal with the devil. Somehow, we upgraded a piece successfully. Would you believe it? I don't know. Something that I don't like is that we don't have attack percent on the chest piece. But otherwise, this is decent, I would say. So this is probably the best gear set we have at the moment. Second best, we'll probably have the build right now, which means just because of Infernal Roar being such a strong set, as whack as these substats are, we're probably able to get away with something like this. So 83, 59 is alright considering the fact that it's Sorbonne Arcana. Now we have Idril. Did we make any great changes? Did we get any nice pieces upgraded? Or did we remove any nice pieces? Yes, this for example. And this one. Which opens up nothing at all. But we're on 130% crit rate. So if we were to just use this fracture piece instead, we're on 93%, which is pretty good. That is pretty good. We don't have a third fracture piece. Not yet. So we cannot finish this piece to +4. It's too much. But yeah, maybe we can make a fracture set at some point. So this is set number 2. This is set number 3. This is set number 1. So this piece is open. This doesn't have attack speed. This is used. This is open. It's open, but it doesn't have crit rate. So instead, we might want to go with this piece. So now we're on 100%. This left side gear is kind of terrible. We don't have anything much better though. So what if we try to swap this in? We are gaining health, gaining defense, gaining crit, losing attack. So I guess we stay away. So this is then set number 4. And for more, let's see what atrocious pieces we've got lying around in the deep dark of our account to make set number 5. It's kind of a no-go. You never want to go crit rate main with crit damage substat. You generally don't want to do that. because you're just diluting your attack more and more to the point where you just don't have enough. But the stats are so tasty. 714 with only one healer is freaking hard. Is it extreme or is it which difficulty? Deimos is awesome at the beginning. Oh, I mean, he can even work all the way up towards 50k as long as you also have a good supporting cast and obviously I guess a real main DPS that's not Deimos. Yeah, and Deimos is quite nice. Quite nice. Level 56 and you just unlocked Volker. Also, I just got Calypso, Orm and Fenris. Who should I build? But of info for account I have Silas and also have Idra, Hollow, Max, Awaken and Doors, Awaken 1. Build Volker. You can ignore Orm and Fenris. And to a great, it depends. Do you have a Maul? Because if you don't have a Maul, then building Fenris could be a good idea, right? If you don't have an AoE damage dealer already, building Fenris would be great. But if you already have a Silas and a Idra, you don't need Calypso yet. Orm you also don't need, but Volker you should definitely invest into. She is going to come in so useful for Guild Boss 1, Guild Boss 2, Abyss, which is also Guild Boss 1, for Void. Volker overall is just a great unit to have. Gear Dungeons. So yeah, Volker is definitely a must invest out of those four. Then I would say Fenris, then Calypso, and then Orm. But Calypso and Orm, you can forget about them for a while. Calypso is mostly going to be useful, I guess, if you want to make a push into the 22s. Or if you specifically need her as a single target damage dealer, but then you also kind of want her exclusive gear piece. If you don't have Calypso's exclusive gear piece and don't have her A1, then she takes too long to become truly useful. Okay, what pieces do we have? We are looking at nothing. It's all gone. Also, how's this even working? Whatever. Okay, let's rename our sets, or better said, override our sets. Not with the exclusive one, but with the A1. Yeah, I mean, without the A1, she just takes too long to get going. But the exclusive piece is just a really nice addition. It's just a really nice addition. But with her rework, she can work without it. It's just a great piece. And no headset. Hey, congratulations. Did you use a Laura, though? That's what we need to know. Volker was top DPS on Immortal Codex. That's funky. How did that happen? How did that happen? That's what we need to know. Yeah, Laura, nice. Wait, why didn't it override on DPS 3? It's fine. Then we just call this DPS 2. Yeah, and DPS 4 is currently right here. Okay, other things we have to do, check Dolores. See if there's anything we can change. No, probably not. Not likely. Okay, Malvira's done, which means Isolde needs HP gear. Wait, maybe there is something we can do for Dolores. It's fine. The 11% rage also isn't going to change much. So we've got Dolores on the ready. Isolde. So we're looking for HP. Don't have a middle piece, huh? Guess we gotta go with that one. This one. Yeah, she got it a bit rough, alright? Isolde got it a bit rough. Vortex. Do we have anything to upgrade Vortex with? Not quite. Okay. Vortex still looks awful, but it's the best we can do. Yeah, Hard Void, here we go. Let's do Codex first. Did Boris get nerfed since you last played? It's not been recently. The Boreas nerf was January 2024. Yeah, that's not recently. So no, unless you played before January 2024, no. It's been a while. It's been a while. But still, Boris is still good. Like, he still cooks and he's still meta for Gear Raid 1. Will and always has been, huh? Recently, I don't know about that one, huh? That's a stretch, alright? Even I can tell that's a bit of a stretch, alright? So, best DPS set? Magda. Second best? Valeria. Third best? Cerberus. Do we have another ground-based unit that can hopefully do some AoE? No. We do have an Astrid. She's not built though. She's just existing. 1 second. All right. Give me like a minute or two. Sorry for the delay. Yes, she has all the crack. That is true. Problem is, we're broke on XP and we're broke on... yeah, we're broke on XP. That's basically it. So, do you really think a 4-star level 24 Astrid is going to outperform Absa? Okay, that's a bit rude. She probably would. So, in order not to embarrass him any further, we won't even let her compete, okay? We're just gonna ban her from the competition so Horseman has a chance to show us what he got. Is he at a severe disadvantage being the only 5-star? Yes. Do I care? No. Okay, let's do that differently. Is Elowin any good as I already have Hollow and Vortex maxed or Awaken should you build? Absolutely. You should absolutely build Elowin under one simple condition. You need to have her Rage Regenerating passive maxed. Alright? That's the only condition you need to justify building an Elowin no matter the state of your account. It's the right passive. It's the middle right passive, if I'm not wrong. I don't think it's the middle left one. It should be the middle right one. So yeah, as soon as you get that one to max level, invest fully into her and enjoy. Yay! We made it into F! Woo! Now the question is, how much further can we go? Where's our limit? The limit of our glorious... Oh, we forgot Valeria. Oh no. I'm sorry. This doesn't count. Is this new class of heroes getting their own promotion rate and artifact stages? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Promotion rates would make sense. Or maybe they just add them to it. I really don't know. Huh. We have to see. We have to see how they handle that. Yeah, we can just place her behind the wall. Gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. Swoop! Did you see that? 223k from a tank? Not bad. Malvira's putting in the work, putting in the hours. She's doing massive damage. Valeria, on the other hand, she's struggling. Yes, nature's favor. Wow, C score. Crazy. Can we get off one more ult? D. B score. Wow. Wow. Hey, B's not terrible. Hey, Francesco, you got triple S? That is massive. It's not bad. Huh? 16 million on a 20 mil? It's not bad, not bad. We could have timed our ults better. We would have gotten triple S plus if we had Space Horse to use. You might be correct. Let's try and see if we can get a B plus. All right. Let's try and see if we can maybe get a B plus. For that, we're gonna start placing in front of the wall as many blockers as possible. How exactly did I imagine this? Like this? Huh, I don't know, maybe. Yep, on a tank. She could be doing more. Unfortunately, she's not fully promoted and we are incapable of doing proper damage amounts to let her do damage, right? Like, I don't believe it's her side that was struggling. And also we didn't time our ults that well. So we kinda, I think, want to wait until they start gathering on the wall. And once these like bigger guys come in. So kinda like right here. And then Cerberus. There we go, B+. Very nice. Anything more? If we 6-star Cerberus and if we can get a Soul Visor. Whatever the fighter artifact is that allows you to heal, alright? Whatever that is, then we could maybe make it towards higher scores. So if Cerberus just can survive, but Cerberus is only 5 stars too. So yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking because of their platform and they also ground units being able to switch back and forth so we could get all the artifacts in Wisdom and Titan Forges. Yeah, that was also my idea. It might just be in both. Lunacy Visor, yep. So we are top 77%. We got a bunch of coinsies. And we can use these coinsies to buy ourselves... What are we buying? Nah, we're obviously buying stamina. Yeah. Maybe we should buy a gold bonus. For if we farm Tireless Raider. We buy a gold bonus and then we buy a whole bunch of stamina. Because gems we can also... Is the next Codex unlocking tomorrow? 2 days. Yeah, I mean we can... Hammer? No. We don't even have the gold to afford a hammer. Oh, you want us to buy gold straight up? There is no way. What are we gonna do with 300,000 gold? It's not even enough. It's just 200,000 gold. What are we gonna do with that? What are we gonna do with 300,000 gold? So, let's get the gold bonus. Get 2,000 more energy. Use the energy potions. And then what we need to do is make sure the ones that need a set for Gear 83 get a set. At least that they're good enough so that we can make it through the 319 auto, so we can let that run in the background while we play the Void Rift. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That means Fenris. Where's Liam? Perfect. Perfectissimo. So Fenris needs a set. Let's give him set 4. Razak needs a set. Let's give him set 3. I mean, but no. I kind of want Valeria to be usable. So let's give set 3 to Valeria. Set 4 to Razak. And then give the crappiest set we can get away with to Fenris. No, wait a damn minute. It doesn't matter, right? I mean, the characters do get locked, so it does actually matter. Didn't we have a sorry attempt at a DPS set on Maul? We do. Yeah, it's alright. Okay. Tireless Raider, so we might even see the results. On Tireless Raider, we can do 65. 65 runs. Okay, time for Void. Let's go. Oh, shop refresh. Huh. Everything's red. Everything's red. Bam, there we go. 70 runs. What a great number. All right, Void time. Void Rift Elite. Void Rift Hard is next week. Can we stomp this? Maybe. Let's see how we do. All right, Lord is clear. Clear works. Second healer. Have some trouble. Kind of running out of pieces. So double healer, double tank, damage dealer. Maul's not geared, so the only one we wouldn't be using is Valeria. Okay, let's see how it goes. Malvira promotion, she's good enough. She is good enough. She can do it. Let's go! We believe in her. Full trust. She can solo, right? She solo the top lane. No need to worry about the top lane. And because of how the stage works, this is one of the tips. If for whatever reason you're stuck on Void, make sure you only bring one tank. And then the other is just a fighter, because the boss attacks only target tanks rather than fighters. So we can avoid getting into trouble because it just attacks one lane. Yeah, looks good. Do I get something to drink here, or do I need to get myself something? Alright. I trust this team to work. I'll be back once I got myself something to drink real quick. Yep, Liam is great. We might even have to resort to using a Liam. Gotta see. Alrighty. Hey, Dashta! Welcome to the stream! Alright. 386,000. Cast units, same as always. You got Carosa. Hey, we got Carosa today too. We just don't have any mages. Yeah. We just don't have any mages to like empower. I think we're cheating. I like it. Unfortunately, Razak doesn't survive. Sorry for the 5-minute delay, but you can run your Gear 319 naked. The problem isn't saving the gear. It's the fact that the heroes still get locked. Right? So, the real problem for us isn't the fact that we have to ensure that they have enough gear to complete the content, but that they have enough gear so that we can still use them while they are in the content. Like, for example, now, if we want to swap Idrit's gear to someone else, the hero is currently in a background fight and cannot change gear, right? So, the real problem is most of our good units are locked in the fight rather than locked through gear. Yeah. But it is a good call. Most content does save gear nowadays, which is fantastic. I mean, look at our mage selection. Yeah. Okay. What is your Liam build looking like? What are we looking like with your Liam? What is the strongest Liam according to you? What do I think about Carosa? She needs a bit of a buff, right? the best part about Corrosa truly is her passive, Esoteric Wisdom. We just don't have any mages. At least not built, right? We obviously have Greed, and we have Iona. Just, you can see him, right? Level 44 and level 1. Why would your Liam have crit damage? It's not like the true damage from his poison can crit. So... is it just for his basic attacks? Because if it's for his basic attacks, the problem I see with Liam is he just doesn't have enough attack to be worth it. So, rather than going for attack, crit rate, crit damage, what you should go for instead is attack speed and rage regen, so that he can use his ultimate more. So yeah, it's true damage. True damage cannot crit. Came with the gear? You use him in arena? Single target? That's the only arena I would think of using Liam in if I had to. AoE arena? I mean, he hits 3 targets, but... You do you. Maybe Liam is the secret sauce. No, it's obviously talking about Overlord Arena. Oh, relax, Bunny. Relax. Imply 2 to 3. Hey, you know what? The method is less important than the result. If it ain't broken, why fix it? Right? If it works, it works. Don't question this success. Maybe it will fail just because you're questioning it, right? You know what? I kind of like Fenris for this. The fact that he started this guy early, which means we can kill him faster. And because we can kill him faster, we have to deal with less rocks falling down. So, this is actually semi-useful that we started this guy before his timer ran out, alright? It's actually semi-useful. Yep, Malvira is doing fine work. I have high hopes for her in the Black Sewers, right? In the gem update, in the maps. High hopes for her because you've got crowd control, damage, unyielding, damage reduction, shields, pull in. Space Horse best stunner. Yep, stuns for like 2 seconds. Incredible business. And he does like a stun. Is it worth to lost the best chest if I can reach? Only if your guild kills Abyss. If your guild does not kill Abyss, stay away from Abyss. Alright? If your guild kills Abyss, get the chest. If it doesn't, stay away. Once again, my apologies for the delay. Nice. Alright, let's continue onwards. 387072. One of the most annoying stages. We do have a Valeria. And we have a Magda. If we hope they survive, we should be fine. Who can go? Medan can go. Medan can go. Okay. So we start off with the left side, meaning Idril against the boss. Dolores for buffs, Vortex for heals, and as the last placed unit. Isolde as the first tank, weaker tank first, wanna finish with the strongest tank. And then get your fighters in. Now we just... I guess we can use Idris ult to take care of this guy first. Allows us to place the rest of our units. So now we can face Razak to the right, and we just have to hope that we can get 19 cost. We should have faced Razak to the left. Sorry. But Idril will carry. And there we go. Team formation done. This is about as good as it's going to get. Yeah. Idril has our best DPS set for a reason. Or, I guess, second best. It will be your first anniversary, so you're pretty hype. Ooh, yeah. You know, the last anniversary, considering what they've all announced, was a little bit less, like, extensive in scope. Kind of from, like, the effort and, like, the reward scale put into events. If this was last year's anniversary, then you kind of got, like, Kigiri, Wukong, Christmas, Kingdom Come, Kingdom Come / March, whatever celebration, and the anniversary should hopefully be somewhere up here with some incredible things. And at least that's the dream. And also, it is the prime opportunity. Huh? So let's see what they come up with. Let's see what they come up with. It's going to be hopefully a lot of stuff to do for everyone too. Not just banners. Banners are great. You know what would be amazing? The concept of free summons, right? If they like reintroduce the beginner free summons, but they make it free 10 pull. You know what? I'm gonna ask the devs if they can do it. Yeah. I'll ask them if it's possible to code the beginner summons. You can do a free pull every day into do a free 10 pull like the week of the anniversary. So like anniversary happens and for the first week you can do a free 10 pull every day, right? It would be 70 summons and it would be amazing because it's like free, you know? And if not, make it like a login event where you get like 10 summons a day. Yeah, I just ask, you know? It doesn't hurt to ask, right? Doesn't cost us. If they do it, that's great. If they don't, hey, I try my best, right? I try my best. So yeah. Oh man, that she got me excited. I wonder what the response will be. What? Okay, I need a poll. What do you all think will happen when when Fenris shoots his ultimate onto the boss? What happens? All right, let's think of a couple possibilities. What could happen? What will Fenris ult do to the boss? Question mark. Right? Option number 1, nothing. Right? Nothing happens. Option number 2, boss gets stunned. Standard. Option number 3, boss starts moving. And option number 3, game engine dies. No. Heat, death of the universe. Huh? There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happens. Let's see if we can guess what happens. Maybe nothing will happen. Maybe something will happen. That's what we need to figure out. So, boss gets stunned, nothing happens, boss starts moving, or the heat death of the universe and everything just comes crashing down. Let's see what Fenris is up to. I guess one of the problems is Fenris could be breaking the shield, which would work against us, because if he breaks the shield, the boss should come to a stop. So we might have to try this again with Fenris having no gear to see what would truly happen. Right? Okay. Let's see. We ult. Nothing happens. Huh. Okay. Okay. So, really nothing did happen. He neither broke the shield, nothing broke down, boss didn't start moving. Okay. Unlucky. Unlucky. Man, do some more damage, please. Thank you. Wait. Okay, something did happen. And that is, the boss started the shield break phase right here rather than up here, but that's because he applied the slow. So yeah, we fucked the boss's pathing. We didn't do anything special, but the boss's pathing is completely wrong. Usually it goes down here, down here, up here, right there. But this time it's just skipped here and now we're all the way over there. So something did happen. He with his ability he almost took down the shield, and at the end he did take down the shield, right? So it wasn't a complete disappointment. The real question is, will we be able to beat Calypso on the hard next week? The answer to that might be something that we aren't looking favorable towards. The answer might just be no. No, you won't. As long as we can get a Sovereign Arcana set on our Idril and then introduce a Laurel, we might be able to solo the stage with Idril, Dolores, Laurel. It's definitely a possibility. Okay, Araka. Arachnid fight, spider fight. Let's see. hair. 427,008 BP. We have 446,996. We are in the clear advantage, so there should be no trouble coming our way. And the reason why we avoid all trouble is because we just use Dolores Idril combo and we're gonna be fine. Yeah, let's place her on the top. Let's place her on the top. Where do we place a healer? Good question. She's gonna be fine. She's tanky. See? She's barely taking any damage. Ah, couldn't have finished the job, Adrian, huh? Oh, I guess Razak can just finish it, sure. Yeah, this is our plan. Malvira does her job, and then we just use everybody else for the whole other side. Huh? That's a good plan. And this guy we can just kill with Idril. Okay, we can at least try. Ah, we might have picked the wrong side for Malvira. Because now we don't have someone to like properly tank Araka. Oh, we do have a Valeria, we can just kill her. No need to overthink. Bye bye. Solid. The biggest issue for hard mode is going to be the first stage. Oh. We should have tried hard mode. Malvira at the top, she can survive. And then for the bottom lane, for the exploders, we just put a Decimus. We just put a Decimus in front of the exploders, let them explode. And then defend with like a Magda and everybody else towards the bottom. We probably still would have failed. We can test that out next week. No, wait. For those, no, wait, yeah, no, next week next week's gonna be Lucia, right? Should be. Next week should be Lucia. Yeah, next week should be Lucia. Who do we take out? I want to bring Laurel. You've seen nothing. Okay, okay, fuck it. Space Horse stays. Space Horse stays. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Big trouble. Yeah, we're cooked. Unless Malvira can solo them? She has to. We don't have any other magic DPS. Good luck, Malvira. Infernal Roar. Infernal Roar affects both Anora and her summon. Soulbound Arcana only affects Anora and not her summon. So, Infernal Roar it is. Okay, so far so good, but these guys aren't the real test. The real test are the friends we made along the way. I meant to say the real test are obviously going to have to be the big guys. If Malvira can solo them, like if Malvira can solo these chain link smasher people, then she was the best investment we've made to date. Damn. Oh yeah, a little bit on the note of Malvira's mechanics, right? Everything has to do with these resentment stacks. These resentment stacks give her damage reduction, and these resentment stacks are also used for her to revive. But furthermore, these resentment stacks also allow her to do a extra damaging attack. And the way that works is when she gets hit, she gains 1 resentment. When she's at 5 resentment, she's going to do an empowered basic attack, which is going to be this upward slash, so she gets hit. And then she's going to do, you see, this kind of like charge up. This big slash, right? And this big slash removes 1 resentment stack, putting her back down to 4. Then she's going to get hit again. And after she gets hit, she again generates a resentment stack, gets the 5 resentment, and then uses the big hit. So the more she gets hit, the more big hits she does. Yeah. And then if she dies, she consumes 3 resentment. So technically, you can kill your Malvira by using the ult and having her die right after, because the ultimate consumes all stacks of resentment. And if she doesn't have 3 stacks of resentment, she also doesn't get invulnerable. Yeah. But yeah, look at her go. Look at her go. She is doing a very, very nice job. But yeah, we can obviously ult just for the sake of ulting, because it's damage. Yeah, she's unlikely to die right after. I'm just saying that she's depleting her stack of resentment. And also because she doesn't have resentment stacks anymore, she also loses the damage reduction benefit gained from said resentment stacks. So she is at least a bit more vulnerable while she ults, but she also increases her block by 3, which is quite nice. Damn. 4 at the same time, huh? I mean, let's test her limits a bit, right? Let's see what happens. Pretty nice. I don't know if I made like a proper video, but I think we at least covered her. maybe I could have went a bit more in detail though. But yeah, Okay, let's check out Malvira again together, right? So, here, resentment stacks, so damage scales off of HP, reduces damage taken by 10%, gains a stack of resentment for every 2 instances of damage taken. Resentment, each stack reduces damage taken by 3% when this effect is removed. Each stack restores 10% HP, so that means if you use the ultimate, you gain 50% HP back. And here, has 100% chance to gain 1 stack of resentment when an allied summon dies. When deployed immediately, you gain 3 stacks. When taking fatal damage, consumes 3 stacks of resentment to enter unyielding. When taking direct damage, has a 20% chance to gain an 8% max HP shield. When resentment reaches full stacks, the next basic attack consumes a stack and deals 160 AoE damage. This shield goes up to a 10% max HP shield and the damage goes up to 240%. Malvira is a bit underrated. Yes, she is. You know, the only thing missing for Malvira would be a button like Praetus, you know? Like the ability to call upon the sea or something, to summon like a wave that does like a bit of damage or something, and everybody would be comparing her to Praetus. But yeah, I mean, she's a tank, and I can fully understand people being scared because of this single sentence. Damage scales off of HP. It never worked before, and it has never worked after Malvira. So I can fully understand people being a bit scared with that terminology in general. Yeah. Also, look at that pull range. 3-tile pull range. Kind of crazy. At what point do I do AMR? I usually would say doing AMR only becomes worth it once you've hit a stagnant point in your gear farming. So for example, for us, we can still get so many useful pieces to build our sets. But let's say you have 4 DPS sets, all of them are full set on the right side. Let's say Wisdom, a Sword and Arcana, and an Infernal War, and an Insight set. Then it gets harder for you to get good pieces that are true upgrades, which means going to AMR is a bigger power boost. But still, for now, it is more important for us to build a set rather than hope for RNG to provide us with a proper artifact. And also the good part is artifacts aren't just locked to gear, right? Like there's never gonna be an in-game event that provides you with gear besides like the gear dungeon shop. But for artifacts, for example, when Falchia's event comes, we'll be able to, let's say, buy... there's going to be a mythic artifact, a normal one, alongside her exclusive. We can buy that. We can get the gleaming meteorites from Void Rift. We can use those to get artifacts. We can, in general, get the materials from Void Rift. We can buy them from the guild shop. So there's a couple workarounds where we can still get like some really useful gear without really losing too much. So yeah. But I would say maybe like 500 to 1,000 runs of Gear Raid 3, and that's when we then have to start truly caring about... Oh, come on, Idra, you know who to shoot. You know who to shoot. Don't do me like that. You know who to shoot. Okay, guess we have to use a Fenris. Alright, let's do that again. So, Malvira bottom, Vortex so that Malvira doesn't die. Magda so we don't let any healers pass. And then it's going to be Razak and Idril to take care of the left side. Also, this ability to generate a shield is really useful. What are we shooting at, Idril? Huh? What are we shooting at? Like, we all know how you target. It's just a bit sad when there's so much defense on these enemies. Wait, did we already beat the big wave? Did I miss the time to despawn the units? I guess. Damn. Huh, this might be troublesome. Yeah, that, oof. That could become a problem. I didn't even notice. I felt like I was gonna notice it because I have to use the ults, right? That's what I thought. I was just gonna use, like, I don't know, Razak's ult, and that was going to tell me that it's time. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, fuck. What are the odds these guys take 45 seconds to fly into our core? Not very high? That's bad. Fuck. One moment of inattention. One moment of inattention. Yeah. As long as you have enough time to despawn the 2 marksmen after you deal with the left side. The problem I can see is potentially the stage with the next one, the very next one. And the very next one could pose a problem. You know, I was kind of wondering when the wave was spawning, because it was only on 13 out of 31. I thought maybe after you defeat the left wave you would be like at 18, 19. Yeah, she wouldn't have done anything though. She's completely unbuilt. She's completely useless. She would have... Yeah. I don't even think we need to say anything more. She's just unbuilt and would have been completely useless. Oh yeah, one huge factor is the fact that we have a Bastion ring on our Malvira, so that definitely helps with the tanking side of things. Oh, and also if we place Fenris down, because Malvira can generate her own shields, she can generate a lot of ult rage, even though we don't have an Eloin. Just because of her ability to generate shields for herself. And because she's so tanky, Vortex also manages to sometimes just overheal her, which leads to more shields, which means more rage. Very nice. I thought maybe the last guy wouldn't be in range. I guess not. How long is that range? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Malvira has definitely been an unexpected pull. I never really thought of her as someone who would have like any like real significant impact. You could you could kind of be like, yeah, okay, you just have an Oleg and you've got your Isolde and you've got your 2 tanks and you're pretty much done. But she's putting in the work. She's definitely putting in the work. But I guess one slight issue you could have with the Malvira is she's never gonna have the same level of tankiness as a Brock here. Because Brock here, he's fully focused on defense and he can survive some things that aren't meant to survive, especially if you can give him a good amount of rage regen. Like, sometimes Brock here can just tank what isn't meant to be tanked. You don't want to let these guys get past to the bottom lane, because once they do, they're just gonna start using these red squares and corrupting the squares before your marksman even has a chance to take them out, and that is then just going to kill your tank, because these red squares, they just deal too much damage, alright? They just deal too much damage. I wish I had 50,000 summons available since Kigiro, Fascia, Reef, Dahlia, and probably a bunch of New Union's classes are being released, probably all in the span of a couple of weeks. See, this is why it would be great if we could get a temple every day for the release week. Because that would allow us to, you know, at least get a little something. But yeah, you know, it depends on how short the time span is that they're intending for all these limiteds, but it really feels like the smartest idea would be a pick your limited hero selector banner, right? Like, for example, imagine this banner, okay? New limited from the new class, plus select your own limited to get rated up alongside of the new limited. And then at 200 summons you're getting the new limited, and at 400 you're guaranteed to get the other limited you've picked, right? That would be a good summon structure. So you could, for example, get the new one and get a Kigiri, get the new one and get a Diao, get the new one and get a, I don't know, Wukong, get the new one, get a Faixia, whatever you desire. Hey, Dimas was good. So this is the stage I saw as problematic. Let's see how we do. I mean, Malvira's doing a fantastic job. So we might be in a way better position than I expected. Yeah. Personally, I think all limited from the last year should be on choose your own. All the others should be added to the pool. Yes, but then you're also gonna get complaints from all those that had to summon on the limited banners during their rated ups to like get their hands on them. Like, oh, why did I have to summon on the Faixia banner to get Faixia and everybody can now pull her in the general pool kind of deal. But I don't know how how much there would be like a complaint in that regard, right? Maybe I'm just imagining things, but I feel like this would probably happen. As a day 70 player, you need to secure Kigiri and a Diao. And a couple soulstones. But yeah, it's true. But you also think about it like this. Oh, you got your first divine summon from cooking. Hey, at least, right? But now, okay, let's quickly pause the music and let me propose something. Do you think it would take away from like the concept of a limited hero? Like, see it like this. Isn't the thought going to worm into people's head that, oh, why should I go for the limited if I could also just wait 2 or 3 months for them to move out of the limited pool into the general pool? Like, for example, let's say you keep the 5 newest limited as limiteds, and then everything that's not the newest 5 would just be added to the general pool. Wouldn't then it like encourage the behavior to just wait for them to get added to the general pool? Yeah, like I don't think you can. Yeah, like it is true, right? Limited does mean limited, right? They're called limited for a reason. How about limited, rotating them in and out of the pool? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the only thing people are asking for is just getting them more frequently, right? It's not necessarily about having to like change the whole system, revolutionize the way we get these heroes. It's just about getting them a bit more frequently, and preferably not just one hero, but like a 3, right? Make it 3 different ones you can just pick. We all forget Lust? No, I like myself Lust. Lust is good. I mean, if you think about it, which Nightmare unit comes after Wukong and Kigiri when it comes to single target damage? I would say Lust. Like, if you have the space to bring 3, the synergy between Wukong, Kigiri, Lust, it's just good. Twyla? I feel like she kind of caps a bit too fast. So, yes, Twyla's initial power level and with the A1 is definitely higher, but Lust goes like this, while Twyla goes like this. And then she kind of stays. Arrogance, for me personally, too much AoE in his kit to be like raw, big damage single target. Well, they could be added in after a year or so. Looking forward, how will it look with rerunning limited banners and adding new ones? Yeah. Yeah. It depends, right? But it also, see, the problem with adding in a change like this would be, this would have had to have been planned since the beginning, right? So imagine it like this. Okay, I guess we have to stop music again for that, just because it doesn't quite fit. But if it since the beginning of the game on every limited banner would have said, here's your chance to get this hero guaranteed at 200 summons, but after 6 months he will be added into the normal pool. And if we had that knowledge, nobody would complain if it were to eventually happen. But the issue here would have been that such a thing was never mentioned before on any of the banners, because it's obviously a brand new idea, and then introducing it after telling people, giving them the FOMO, the fear of missing out, to summon on the hero, to then add them into the pool, that would obviously rub people the wrong way, right? If it was planned since the beginning, and if it said on the banner itself that, let's say, in 6 months, 12 months, this hero is going to move into the normal pool, it would have been fine because you know what you're getting yourself into. But if you do it retrospectively and after that, it just doesn't feel right. That's the problem. Such a feature is something that should have been there since the beginning, right? You don't think people would complain now because otherwise there are so many old limiteds that they either skip if they get rerun or will never get selected? Yeah, that is also true, but there's always going to be the guys that just want to collect heroes for the reason of collecting heroes. And also think about it like this. If the limited stay limited, there is an incentive for the developers to rework limiteds prior to their rerun. I.e., for example, this is a perfect opportunity, and I'm hoping, I am praying for the devs to have thought of it. And that is, we're getting the Elder rework in July. So why not run Gwendolyn with the Elder rework and also give Gwendolyn a rework that synergizes with the Elder rework? Reason to summon for Gwendolyn. She will be back. And it actually helps. Right? Going a little while back, there was no such thing as rerunning the limiteds. I mean, it has always been expected that the limiteds are going to be rerun, right? Starting with the very first banner, Captain Reef comes out and you knew at some point he was going to come back. They always said they were going to come back. They just never said how long the time span is. It would be ideal, but won't happen. A man can dream, right? Yeah. That's one of the more realistic options, right? Not adding them into the normal pool, but because we're getting more and more limited heroes, rather than make it, oh, here's one limited hero coming back, just make it badges of 3, right? And then anybody can pick who they want to pick. If you want to pick one of the more obscure ones for the collection, do so. If you want to pick one of the stronger ones, pick one of the stronger ones. That's something that I don't think anybody would complain about, right? It's still the same concept, it just even gives you more options to choose. Nice burst. We did it. Wow. Bottom line, they need to pick your ancient non-legendary banner along with an ancient banner. The first one, sure, why not? Pick your ancient banner, okay. Maybe even add in like Ancient Pity. The second banner though, I don't know. I don't know if it truly needs a ancient banner. Especially because for like most of the players, this banner would be very risky, right? But it would definitely be a good one. Tired of getting Venoma, Cerberus, Constance, Valkyrie on the ancient summons? Yeah. I think it could also be considered reasonable for them to remove Cerberus, Valeria, and Valkyrie out of the pool completely, right? Like, at this point... Yeah. Or maybe make him a different hero, right? Just give him like a different, like increase the legendary chance and just use these heroes outside of them. So that if you pull them, it's not like it could have been an Ardea, but okay, you got them. You got them. You didn't miss out on an Ardea. You just hit the normal legendary. Can't wait for an ancient exclusive banner. I mean, it's like 99% likely that one of the class heroes is going to be ancient exclusive, right? You got 3 of my A6 Cerberus from 2, and 2 of my A4 Velks from ancients. And then, yeah, and non-Lord ancients are that rare to begin with, right? 1% chance, no pity. Yeah. Oh, we didn't summon today, and we also do not intend... okay, that's a lie. I did summon today. Let me show you what I summoned, and I'll explain the reason why, okay? It's a stupid reason, okay? So, we had like 20 summons lying around. You can see now we're down to 6. The reason why we're down to 6, let me show you. We pulled nothing at all, but what I was looking for was, I think I did, yeah, see, 8 hours ago, I was looking for gems. As stupid as it sounds, I was looking for gems so I could buy these stamina potions from the black market. Because there were so many stamina potions, I wasn't able to afford them with my normal gems. So I did 1 summon, 4 summons, 7 summons, 60 gems, 10 summons, still 60, 11, 21, 22 summons, just for a couple gems. It was stupid, but we didn't pull a legendary, and our pity is now 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 40, 60, yeah, 60, 70, 90, 110, 111, 114, 115, 135, 155, 158. So we are on 158 pity. And yeah, we are 25 summons away from starting pity and 45 summons away from heart pity. So we're getting there. Promo codes? Oh, meh. I forgot. I wanted to make a video of just giving out my promo code, just like a quick 30-second. I make one after the stream, alright? Just a quick one so you can get the code if you missed it. There's only like 2 days remaining on it. I think there were some other codes too, right? They were missing. Who knows? Alright, let me actually check. Let me actually check if I can find. Yeah, no, I think we got them all. Uh, 7725, I think Hexon is in shop. Let me see. Yes, yes he is. On the 7th of July, Hex is in the shop, yes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. WorGuides drop was the code. What do I want to do? How close are we to a divine? 11. Is there nothing? It's nothing. Oh, just from doing the stages. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do more Gear at 1. Let's do more Gear at 1, Gear at 3. What else are we gonna do anyway? So, okay, are you ready? We are in the middle of Void Rift. Let's check our 59 runs to then start some more. This is 5 Ancients in 12 stages, in 120 runs of Gear Raid 319. This is 120 runs, right? Because this is Tireless Raider. So twice the loot, twice the stamina. But this is 120 runs. And we even have 2 evolved pieces. So, you know what the best feeling is? Let me tell you the best feeling ever. The best feeling ever is getting a ring. Not only because rings are the most rare to get, but because you're guaranteed to get something useful from a ring. And that is because ring is either attack percent or crit damage. Both can be used. While bangles and amulets still have the chance to be crit percent and attack speed main stat. So a ring, especially a ring that is already tier 2, is very, very, very tasty. Oh yeah, and as you can see, we don't have any privilege card, right? You can see it here. So you can't see it here, but look at this. We've got Big Boy Razak active. We got Big Boy Razak active. I wonder if there's like any nice pieces in here too. You know, I don't want to stop this run, right? You never know if there's another ancient hiding in these 18 runs. So we let it go, okay? We let it go. We can start the runs after. Ring can also be a HP? No. Not on an offensive piece. So Insight, Wisdom, Sorbent Arcana, Infernal Roar, Ageless Wrath, Night Terror, Curse, all of these are guaranteed that HP percent is impossible on an Ancient. Click it. No. If I can't see it, you cannot see it too. We have to... this is going to be a surprise. Does anyone have all the promo codes? We used a bunch of them yesterday. No, the day before on stream. I mean, if someone really wants to, you could type out the list of all the promo codes. Yeah. But we're not gonna like go more into it. I'm just putting that idea out there. You can do it. Yeah. And if not, then it is what it is. Tough luck. What gear 1 stage should a 4 million power account be doing? That heavily depends on how much have you farmed gear 8 3. Like, how many Sorbonne Arcana and Infernal Raw sets do you own? And also, how good are your mages? Right? Like, for example, if you got a Magda, anything below 21 is criminal. Right? Anything below 21 is refusing refusing work in tough terms. But yeah, I mean, 4 million, see, it is always hard to judge an account just rawly based on BP, because you can have a higher BP if you just have a bunch of pieces on 16. That doesn't necessarily have to mean these pieces are good. The more heroes you have equipped at the same time, the higher your account's BP, but that doesn't have to mean your account is good, because you can just have mediocre sets on a bunch of heroes, or you could have good sets or really good sets on just a couple of heroes. Here are the ones I saw yesterday, put them in, notepad to claim later. D-Shawsome, Dear for War, 25 Suzy War, Cory Awaken, Stormy War. Yeah, WorGuides drop, we had that one. The other two from before. Mark Deer? No, Dear for War is the one. War Biff Gift is another code, I think, from Biff. Vienna, Kamet, Boreas, Ajax, Nocturne, Lazir, Twinfy, and Greed are your most notable mages. I mean, with a Vienna and a Boreas, you should be doing 21, right? 22 is a question of how good is your gear already, and how far are your artifacts. But 21, you should be on 21. Or at least at minimum 20, I would say. But the important part also is, do you have an Eloin, right? Do you have an Eloin to support? Do you have a Legendary Lord? Do you have a Hollow? Do you have a Magda? Magda is incredible. So those are also a couple questions you have to kind of take into consideration still. Planning on doing 320 as well, stuck on 19. Yes, we're planning on doing 320, though we still have a couple steps to take. So progression goes like this. You start out the game, you make your way to Mythic Gear, you're fine. You get Mythic Gear everywhere, you're good. You push to a stage 18, preferably stage 2, stage 3 is fine too. You farm stage 218, 318, whatever. You beat 319. After you beat 319, you get a Sorbonne Arcana set, you get an Infernal Raw set, you get another Sorbonne Arcana or Infernal Raw set. You kind of want 3, right? You want 3. After that, what you want to do is 2 things. Either you push AMR and you start getting useful artifacts for your heroes, or you go over to gear rate 119 and then you farm 119 until you have proper left side gear. So at minimum something like attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, as well as attack percent, crit rate, attack speed. Stuff like that. So after you farm 319, after you farm 119, after you farmed AMR, that's when you can come back to 320. Yeah. You know, the interesting part is the strat basically stays the same. The strategy with which you can beat 319 is the strategy with which you can beat 321. It's just a gear difference. So for example, we are still going to be bringing Liam into 321. So my team for 321 is probably going to look the following. We're going to have Idril in the middle. We're going to have Liam next to her. Then we're going to have either Maul, Razak or Fenris on the left side. Doesn't matter, just any AoE. For the right side, I would love a Brienne. Brienne would be fantastic. If you have a Piercer Lord, Brienne is the best choice for the right side because you get fast rage, you get big burst, and you get good damage. If Brienne doesn't work, Maul is a good substitute. Maul is just more expensive cost-wise. If Maul doesn't work, you can still use Razak. If Razak doesn't work, just pull a Hatsid, right? If Hatsid isn't pullable, just pull an Allura. So my preferred options for the right side are always Brienne, Hatsid, Allura, Maul, Razak. Those are all who are used for the right side. And the strategy is always the same, right? You try to kill these bombers because they have the provoke. Once the bombers are dead, you use Idril to kill the guy on the right side. As soon as he dies, you place down whoever it is so they have time to charge up their rage to kill the guys on the right side. And that's pretty much Guild 3. A lot of yapping, but it works. War Janda, Dear for War Biff give War Pro Gold. We can try War Pro Gold. Never heard of that one. Like it's not something I remember typing in, so we can try that one. Dum da di dum dum da. We definitely have to make sure we bring Vortex for the next stage. Healing here should be fine, but after that it's gonna be a bit tight. Okay, maybe it's not even fine here. Remains to be seen. Yeah, we're gonna get hit hard. We are definitely going to get hit hard by the boss. Magda's most likely not going to survive. Huh, she did survive. Somehow. She's gonna die. Absen! Save us! Wow, my hero! He's gonna do a magnificent job, trust me. He's the GOAT for a reason. But yeah, Malvira is taking 0 damage. She's healing more than she's taking. She's doing well, very well. Very proud of her. Oh no, he's getting bigger. He's doing a lot of damage. That's not good. That is not good. But at least he's dying. Shwoobity whoop. Nice. Alright, stage done. Now only the Baron stage and the Toreador stage, and we're done with Void, and we can hopefully get some nice drops. That run needs horsepower. Absen is the only reason Magda survived. Like, gotta be honest, Absen gave, like, I think it's a 99.3% defense bonus just by being placed behind Magda. So, yeah, Absen for the win. Gotta admit that. That is very true. Okay, Absen has to go, unfortunately. Who do we want to take in? Who do we want to get in? Yeah, like that. Okay, yeah, fighter. We kind of need him though. How many ground units do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be fine. That pierce. We're not gonna talk about how Absen pierced Magda from behind, alright? Do not bring up how Absen pierced Malvira from behind. We're not going to talk about it, alright? We just move on. Okay? We just move on. No. I don't believe he's competent enough, unfortunately. I don't trust Absen to be able to take on these two warrior people right there. Got trust issues, alright? Wait a minute. Who's supposed to tank Baron now? Uh-oh. Now that's a miscalculation. I think there's a hole in our plan. And it's absent shaped. Yeah, it's true. No, it's just elite. It's just elite. Okay. Fenris has to go. He has to be replaced by the best horse ever. And the best horse ever gets crazy gear. Crazy gear. Alright, there we go. Do you think 322 can be beaten without having a Silas, a Yuri, or a Diao-chan? I mean, you didn't include Lady A, so yes, it's possible. If you take out Lady A2, you need a really good Idril. And I'm talking really good. Alright, let's see. How much are they? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's just hope the safe healing of Valeria can save the day. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. How do we solve this issue? Ha 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 ha. I appreciate that. You have some fun killing those Nevrons. What are we gonna do here? So, we need someone to block the boss. Considering the damage that these X guys are already doing, that is most likely going to have to be Malvira. We need someone to tank the X guys, which cannot be Malvira, for obvious reasons. That is a conundrum. How do we solve it? Maybe Karosa. Yeah, no, not Karosa. Level up Oleg to tank Baron. We did get some XP. We need to get lucky on the skill ups though. Come on, right side. Right side. That didn't work. I would rather use a 4-star as fodder. I'm just wondering who to sacrifice. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, but then Absen won't be able to kill... Absen wouldn't be able to kill the units in front of him. So... yeah, he just wouldn't. Alright, Oleg, time to save the day! Oleg, save us! Okay, game plan. Oleg. Magda. Yeah, and then maybe healerless Malvira plus Valeria for the boss. Which kind of sounds like a terrible idea. Okay, she does get a healer. Dolores. That's all we can spare. Oh shit, 12,000? Uh-oh. Hmm. Oleg's barely hanging on. She can pull him. That's something. Sacrificial lambs! Shit. Fuck. How's Lubu with no lord? Still very good at AoE damage. Original Big Town was good. Okay, people. Let's use our brain right here. We're in front of an issue. We need... I guess we can... Yeah, we might be able to just take the... Razak can go. And we just have... I don't know. Fuck. Yeah, I thought, yeah, Volker's only in like 5 days. Is it even gonna be after reset? Yeah, we definitely need Midan for Oleg. That's for sure. She can get the gear from... from Assault. Okay, Absent, your time to shine. Wait, is the auto finished? Probably, that's the reason why we were able to swap gear. Okay, Absent. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. So, Oleg stays. But how do we then kill... Okay, yeah, absent. Yeah, good job. Valeria. Okay, Valeria. Medan. No, absent, you gotta be faster. Run, move, fast. He's no, kill him, please. One, go. Yes, it's barely enough. Good pace, Mr. Absent. Uh-oh. That was close. We're about to push the boss into Absent again, aren't we? Nice. That's gonna be beautiful. Isn't it crazy how much damage these fucking spoon people do? Not these like whirlwind people. Way too much damage. So now it's only a question of how long can Malvira stall him. And also because Valeria cannot kill herself, it is actually in our favor to be using the ultimate so that she can get to low health, because lower health means more stats, right? And she cannot get killed. So more stats is more good. We just can never use the ult of Magda for the risk of voluntary horse slaughter. Okay, I think we're safe. He just spun. Okay, whew. That was fucking close. I thought we had more time between the spins. That was way more risky than it should have been. Alright, we got it. Nice. Another win for Absent. Another win for glorious horse overlords. Yep, Baron Yo-Yo, that's true. That is true. He probably had to puke after this. In the afterlife, because of all the pulling around. Wasn't a nice experience, I believe. But hey, who chose to be a villain? Get over here! Man, make this fun. True, we do get the ultimate from Beyblade Baron. Get over here! Whee! Aw, why didn't we pull everyone? Schwupp. Big boy attacks. Nice. No horsepower, huh? Sorry. Now we added the engine to our formation, and all of a sudden everybody's regenerating rage like there's no tomorrow. Who do we have to thank for that? It is obviously Space Horse. Space Horse is the one that keeps us together. It is the glue. He's the man that makes us move forward as a society. Liam doesn't poison. Liam neurotoxins. The ones that poison are Esma, the Epic, and like Q, Cutter, Screef. Liam doesn't poison, he neurotoxins. But yes, most poison heroes are ESO faction or Piercer faction. He is the glue, yes, space glue. Space glue, it's arrow resistant, aerodynamic glue. See, you know, one of the beauties of the Torador cheese strat, what you're going to do when you're done? I mean, I don't know, the plan is to beat the stage 22, so it might be a while. we might be looking at a bit of a long-term project. I don't know why I picked the stage 22, but yeah, hey, who knows? Maybe the gen system makes us reach it in like 2 days, but it could be a while. So, what I wanted to say is, if you use the cheese strategy, the flame fusion never happens. So this whole restores 4% of max HP every 5 seconds never happens. Okay, we are battle ready, I believe. Let's go. Let me see. Ooh. I have Epson A5, probably he will die in the corner for no use. Yeah, there's a chance they buff him, they rework him. I just don't see it as super likely. Yes, I uploaded my newest video with Hakia rerun instead of Dahlia. I didn't pay attention enough. I'm sorry. I thought I was capable of writing words, but I only wrote nonsense. Yeah, I did publish it originally as Hakia rerun, which is nothing. What's the cheese strat for Torador stage? I'll show you. Not too very, little one. Let me teach you the ways of the Torador stage. So, step 1. Somehow make it through the bottom lane. It does not matter how, right? put down 2 fighters, put on an AoE fighter, whatever you need to do to make it through the bottom lane, do it. Huh? That is what you need to do. So for us, Magda is enough. You could also use a Volker. You could use another AoE hero. You could also use a Oleg right here. And then a AoE damage dealer right here. Or any other combination. Or a Wrath. Or whoever you want. Whatever works. Right? Whatever works you use. And yeah, then you only need a couple things. That is a little bit of damage. Or I guess you could say a bit more of damage. But you don't actually need that much damage. You'll see in a bit. Whee! Oh, Malvira's dying. That's an emergency. We're losing. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Maybe we'll have to put a couple more units down. Or maybe she'll survive. We gotta see. Hey, shut up, French person. We need to make a helpful guide. We cannot have you speak French. That's good. Alright. So, let's see. Our unit died, but that's fine. We can just place a different tank. So, bottom lane is clear. You can take out your healer, you can take out your tank. And now you only have one mission. Make sure Torador dies before he uses his annihilating attack. Whatever it's called, you know what I mean, right? The one that eliminates your unit. So Furious Smash is fine. Let's see if we can... Oh, that is bad. We were so close to getting the Valeria ult off. Which pretty much would have been enough. We can still do it though. So Fury Smash comes in, it's fine. We just placed on Malvira. So we just want to kill him before he does his big smash. Our Idris should have enough damage. If not, we'll have to restart. Let's see. Furious Smash, we're still fine. I think it's the next one, so it's gonna be close. Yeah, Mighty Smash. Okay. We have to rewind. Okay, if we have to rewind, then let's do that a bit better. So we bring in one. Bring in a healer. And then you know what? Why not? Let's bring in Horse Person. Huh? You never know. You never know what he can do. He's a mystery. Mystery man. Horse Person. You know what? He's actually partly matching Malvira for damage. That's at least slightly impressive. Gotta give him that. Which tank do we have that can survive Torador? Can we kill him before he kills? No. Alright. So we might have to do a little bit of shifting around. Oleg should be able to hold 25 seconds, right? Yeah. So, okay. So you stop Torador with whatever you need to stop him. You position whatever you need to damage him, be it a Silas, be it a Hex, be it an Idra, be it whatever you have, right? And your only goal is to kill him before he does the Mighty Smash, right? That's your number one requirement. So you manage to kill him. After you kill him, you're going to pull everything that you have, place down a healer, and now comes the magic. Huh? Oh yeah, I mean, I guess we can pull Epson. So once he moves around the corner, you start picking up a unit so everything goes in slow motion, and then you wait for the first leg to step out of the circle, not out of the circle, out of the square, and then you wait for leg number 2. Whee! And then once it steps down, I guess you can wait for that to leave too. You can place in another unit, right? So once you do that, that's going to trigger the Mighty Smash. And then you wait for the blue bar to cross the Mighty. Right there. And then you're going to once again go into slow-mo. And you're going to hold your tank, whoever you think can hold Torador together with your healer, on the tile where Araka is, or whoever you're using, fighter, be it whoever. And then the Mighty Smash is going to kill the unit on that tile, pull him out of the mode, but importantly, it is not going to block the tile. So whenever it happens a bit quickly, which is why we're in slow-mo mode. It allows you to place your tank. And all of a sudden, you have Torador right there. Let's hope he can get his shield up. He can. So you have a Torador, and this Torador cannot use the Mighty Smash anymore. Can I confirm or deny Destin found this thread? I'm not going to answer that. All right, let's see if we can. Oh, this is going to be close. We might have to send some prayers. So yeah, but basically he's out of Mighty Smashes. He's never going to move away from this spot. So as long as you just have a reliable source of tanks, and then you can just, you can also put down someone else, and then you're done. Most importantly, he's never going to reach. He's never going to reach the core. He's never going to reach the core, and because he never reaches the core, he also doesn't summon more units. For those of you curious about the Destin situation, so what happened is I published this early September 2023, and Destin published his, if I'm not wrong, like early November, based on someone telling him of this strategy that they got from my video. And unfortunately enough, the video he made about the strategy ended up becoming more popular than my own that I made before his. And so I'm always joking together with him that I made him, right? I made the strategy that kind of kicked off his channel, but it is what it is. Me personally, I still believe my rendition of the video was better because it gave more options, but I think his thumbnail was just better. So it is what it is. Greetings from Peru. Thank you very much for watching from Peru, Mr. Ray Dark. I greatly appreciate you joining us. So, Elite Div, yes, we beat Elite. Peru, Ray Dark. Are we going to get an ancient gear piece once we claim these elite rewards? You are the one that has it in hand. Yes or no? Do we get an ancient gear piece here? Do we? No? No, it's him. Raydark needs to tell us. If he's still here. If not, we have to wait a bit. Let's see. Have I tried Etheria Restart? I looked a bit at it. I'm not gonna play it. Alright? I don't want to. No, I'm not? Okay, Raydark said we're not going to get one. And we didn't get one. Okay, thank you very much. That hurts. Couldn't you have at least said yes, we would have gotten an ancient. But you're right. We did get too many of them. But this. Look at this. We get 2 gold bonuses. Greetings from Kenya. Lol, Kenya. Hey, thank you very much. So, we have 4 arena permits, 800,000 gold, 116k XP, 2 gold bonuses, and 3 useless pieces. Oh, we can actually use that on Dolores. It's not completely useless. But you need bullions to ascend pieces? Don't cry. Don't cry. 70 bullions, better use them. You know, I think I'm getting senile. Yeah. Because I cannot believe I really missed Diao. Yeah, it's legit the post below Dahlia. I'm blind. I'm legit blind. Should have just made a Dahlia and Diao video. It's whatever. 250 bullions, that's quite a lot. Did you see what we get? What we got? Hear me out. Hear me out. Isn't this absolutely broken on Malvira? Like, this is even better than on Oleg, is it not? Like, isn't this even better than on Oleg? Because when taking damage, there's a 20% chance to gain an 8% max HP shield. That shield isn't very big, so it's going to pretty much go away quite a lot. So, right? Isn't this like really good? Yeah, I think so, right? Like, there should be more frequent shields than Oleg. But one of the benefits, though, is Oleg gets huge shields, loses it slow, and only like once. And when he does, he can... I mean, maybe it's not quite on the level. It could be close. That's... But it's definitely good. It's kind of... more healing is never a bad thing, right? I don't think anybody ever complained about too much healing. It's too low of a state, not worth upgrading that much. I mean, how are we going to get the higher levels if we don't upgrade it? And also, look at the amount of artifacts we have. We have like 10. It's not like we have other options that needed investment. Hmm? Yeah, maybe we are onto something. Yeah, exactly. And you know, my thought process also was, if you run into the issue of needing to block, you just use her ult. Because with her ult you get 3 extra block. So it's not like she truly hurts for not having the extra block. And it's also somewhat cheap at just 700 cost. Even 600 cost if you upgrade it. The question though... what do you do if it starts out with 4 units, right? If it's like permanent 4 units, then I guess your problem. Did we grab the one-time reward? Yeah, we got the, right here. We got the Northway. So let's do the fusions. Okay. I know it's not super exciting, but let's try to make it so. So let's see. What do we get? Mythic Forge. I know the percentages, right? But if I was reasonable, I wouldn't be asking you. If I was reasonable, I wouldn't be asking you. Obviously, you could be funny. And you could make sure that the poll... Did I publish it as a poll? No, I guess I didn't. Or did I? I did. If you're funny, you make sure that the poll equals the percentages of the rates. That would be hilarious to an extent. But if not, I want you to believe in us and our account luck, and we're going to get something useful, alright? But yeah, copying the percentages of the 40, 40, 20. Yeah, now go 30, 50, 20, and then, yeah, you would be onto something probably. Yeah, see, this is what I like to see. 50% chance of getting a mythic. Kabuya! We already have that one. Alright, now on to the more exciting one. Now on to the more exciting one. Same thing. There you go. That's what I like to see. 50% exclusive artifact chance. Bang on. I mean, what else would it be if not exclusive? What the fuck is this? I mean, if the Abomination fusion was still a thing, I can understand it. Pulling an Abomination now, though, if I could avoid it, I would like it. So, we did hit the 20. We just can't do a whole lot with it. Yikes. What's the reward? 10 gems? 15? 30. Wow. Woo! You don't like his exclusive? I mean, they buffed it, right? It now does rage and damage, so I think it's decent. Let me see if I'm misremembering. Like they buffed it a while ago, right? Yeah, see? 20% damage and initial range. Initial rage. I don't think it's that bad. Could be worse. You are smart. You are very smart. You are a very smart person. Okay. Do we get a pullback? Indeed we do. Let's do it again. Okay. Can we hit another 20? Let's go! Fuck yeah! Let's go! Big money moves! Big money moves! Nice! 20 into a 20 with the Volca exclusive. We take those. Ah, that's amazing. That is amazing. We still don't have her unlocked, but we're getting her in 5 days. Ah, perfection. Oh, that is going to be so relaxing for Guild Boss 2. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I feel like this might be the best exclusive we could have gotten. So, first row, irrelevant, we don't own. Second row, irrelevant, we don't own. Third row, irrelevant, we don't own. Fourth row, we don't care. It could be fine. This would be fun, right? It would at least be fun. If we ever fuse him. No. Like, yes, damage, but 40% more damage taken? Hell no. Yeah, no. No. This would have been, I guess, alright, right? But it's only 30% crit damage on the first evolution. So yeah, it's pretty much the best thing we could have gotten away with. That's pretty great. Alright. No more ancients, unfortunately. So we're just going to check the tier 2 pieces to see if there's any we missed. HP with defense, attack speed, maybe. Okay, now the thumbs up pieces. That's okay. No attack percent. No attack speed, but still nice. No crit rate, usable. No crit rate. Huh? Let's see. Maybe we can get something useful. Okay, what about those? No attack. Also tier 1 we're gonna sell. No attack speed we're going to sell. No crit we're going to sell. No crit damage going to sell. No crit damage going to sell. No attack percent or crit percent sell. No attack percent sell. Just a trash piece. No. I guess we can keep. Okay. Rage region main stat. Nice, nice. Okay. Let's start slowly and then get increasingly more painful. Just 140. But we did get it in just 120. 60 on tireless. It's not a lot of runs. Okay. What is the amulet? So what is the amulet? We already have, no, what's the bangle, right? We already have 2. We already have 2 that are crit percent main. So is it going to be attack percent main? Crit damage percent? Or is it going to be another crit rate percent? What do you think? What's the banger going to be? We keep in mind we already have 2. We already have 2 bangles and both of them are crit percent. I hope we don't get another one. But what I'm really scared of, is looking at the Infernal Raw Amulet for it to turn out to be attack speed. That would be so crushing. Okay, most of you say crit percent is only 21%. Good odds, good odds. Okay, it's crit damage. Nice. Okay. Okay, now the pain piece. IR Amulet. Speed. Attack. Or crit damage. This is where it hurts. This is where it hurts. Please, please bless us. Do not ruin it. Please, we've already paid tribute. Alright? Whoever's listening, we've already paid the tribute. Please, please, please do not. Fasted. Yep. Yep. Nice. Tasty. It's a lot of crit damage, but that is really good. All right. Let's. Oh! That was way too close. There was 964,000 estimated price. I almost sold the ring. Ah, okay. Locked and secured. Okay. First piece. Yikes. Could have been, shouldn't have been. Idril is fine too. As long as we can find an Idril's gaze, we can make an Idril work until like 21, right? That is unreasonably good. I just kind of wanted to get that out there, that this is, you know, I would have liked it more on the Sorbonne Arcana piece. Just wanted to let you know. But okay, sure. Why not? Was there any other pieces that needed instant upgrades? This is alright. Okay. Then we still have a couple bangers. This one. You never know. Usable. Okay, now for the highlight pieces. Let's start with the worst one. Pretty good. we're probably gonna, like, if we get an evolution gem at some point, we're probably gonna evolve this one with one. Just to get it to, like, for example, Infernal Roar, Sober Arcana, all that good stuff. Maybe for Faisha, but this is like very low on the list, very low. Okay, Infernal Roar. Solid piece. Not too bad, not too good. Solid piece. Crit rate, crit damage. Okay. As long as we can get the crit rate somewhere else, it's going to take us a bit of time until we have the breadth of account to afford having less crit rate there. We will at some point. And now, no retreat, no surrender. Ah, fuck. That feels bad. I don't know. I mean, it's still good. Don't get me wrong. It's still nice. The 23% is nice. The 76 is nice. The 13% rage region feels a bit sad. Outside of that, there's no real reason to complain. Yeah. Okay, I guess we have a new and improved Sorbonne Arcana set, Infernal Roar set, that looks like this. Maybe it's time we farm Gear 1 again. But yeah, so 207, 207, 96, 201, 8000. It's like 200%. Yeah, Silas would be perfect for this set. We just don't have a Silas, right? As simple as that. We just don't have one. Yeah. That's the reality of things. We just don't own Silas. But this piece, that's going to be very sweet to ascend. Whenever that's possible. Need like 4 bullions. So whenever that is possible, it's going to be very nice. And this piece, not as needed anymore. But as soon as we need a second Infernal Roar set, this piece is straight on the roster. What sets are we looking for sets, and especially what's the reasoning behind it? Attack, as much attack, and then crit damage. But no, so honestly the most important stats in order are always going to be attack, then crit rate, then attack speed, then crit damage, and then the last stat, it depends, but most of the time it's either attack flat or rage region being the perfect ones because they're offensive substats, and the other ones would be, let's say, HP percent, defense flat, HP flat, stuff like that. That would be more like defensive stuff, right? Overall, in general, for most content, you're better off going for more attack rather than crit damage, but sometimes you don't have a choice. And as long as it's shiny, you're pretty much guaranteed to get 3 good subsets, or better said, it's the big 4, right? A good piece always contains attack, crit rate, attack speed, and crit damage. And then the 5th stat is kind of flexible. For chess pieces, you're looking for attack percent, crit rate, crit damage. For weapons, you're looking for attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, or attack percent, crit rate, attack speed. But yeah, there's still some more nuanced rules to left side gear, but for right side gear, you still are pretty much looking for, okay, how much can you combine of the big 4? But attack is still king, so this is a bit less optimal, but it is still totally fine. Alright. Did we get any other significant upgrades? We got a lot of shiny pieces, not a lot to do with them. Huh. What are we gonna do with all these shiny pieces and nothing to do? I mean, at least this can go over there. Yeah, this is fine. Ooh. Yeah, and then as soon as we ascend this one, we technically have another Infernal Raw set ready. Yeah, that's fine. You want those? You don't get them. It's mine. Alright, I told you, we're gonna spend all our gems. So 420 gems gone, we're now to 2,500 stamina. We should have looked in a shop first. A bit frustrating, but it's fine. It's not like we missed a huge stamina potion. Alright, how many more runs can we afford? The answer is... technically speaking, 13 times 5... 70 something. Can we afford them? Not quite. Can we afford them if we do something that's a little stupid? Yes. Should we do something that's a little stupid? No, we shouldn't. Will I do it anyway? Yeah. Can't believe I've spent 500 coins on auto fights. You can never tell anyone about that. Yeah, I know that I can sell champs from getting fusions, but honestly at this point still, for us, the promotion material resources and the energy required, as well as the gems involved in making these fusions, the 60 gems, just aren't worth it, right? We're just not at the point where the equation makes sense. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so that's another 116 runs on Tireless Raider. Maybe we get lucky, maybe we don't. You'll know tomorrow. Because this is, as long as we go, it's been an absolute pleasure bringing this to you as always. We got unreasonably lucky with the last 70 runs, or technically 140 if you discount Tireless Raider. Yeah, what do we do tomorrow? What do we beat? I guess tomorrow we take on 119. Seems reasonable. So, yeah, I guess so. How to get so much energy to do hundreds of runs without paying? Spend your gems. Right? If you spend your gems, then you get energy. If you don't spend your gems, like, you kind of have to make the decision. You have to actively refrain from summoning and getting stamina instead. But also, yeah, it goes in a curve, right? So the way I like to describe it is, once you start the game, you want to spend on summons. Then you reach a point where you need gear, because no matter who you pull, you're going to lose because your gear isn't good enough. And then at some point, you need to go for artifacts. And then once your artifacts are good enough and your gear is good enough, you're lacking heroes, so you have to summon again. And once you got the heroes again, you have to improve your gear again, and then it goes like this, right? There's phases of your account where you want to spend on stamina because you need to make your gear better to progress, and then there's times where you need to summon instead because you need specific heroes to make progress. You kind of just have to identify what is the reason you're currently not progressing. Is it because you're missing a hero, or is it because you're missing gear to make it work, right? But most of the time, also keep in mind, if you summon, you're not guaranteed to get anything useful, but if you're grinding, you're basically guaranteed to get at least something, right? Be it a gear piece upgrade or anything the like. And I guess what I did forget is we can do the fusions tomorrow. We can do these tomorrow. One last thing though, what was it? Oh yeah, play the events. Like, if you're looking for stamina, play the events. Redeem shop, right here. We bought 2,000 stamina. We played one Codex, we got to B+, and we got 2,000 stamina in exchange. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We get 2,000 stamina. Oh, and also make sure you do not play anything else other than gear raids. Like, look at this. We have an XP bonus active, we have a gold bonus active, And because we have an XP bonus and a gold bonus active, we're getting the gold and the XP necessary to upgrade our heroes and to upgrade our gear just from one source of playing content. Yes, we have the new Wizard Sword open, and we've basically finished everything when it comes to energy. So we could play promotion rates, but to get the promotion rates, we would also have to invest energy. So that's something we can do like tomorrow. Oh, also this is exciting. This is the first time ever you can get a max promotion grade boost book for just playing like ever in an event, I believe. But yeah, what I wanted to say is here you can also get potions, right? For just spending gold, or you can just get gold by enhancing gear levels, or you can even just get spirits for doing something as simple as obtaining gear pieces. Brave Conquest 2. If you start farming gear, you get gems cashback, you get summon cashback, you get more stamina, you get more gems, you get gold, you get even more stamina, you get some ancients, you get some blues, you get some shards, you get more gold, you get more summons, you get more gold, you get more gems, you get more stamina, you get more gems. You get the deal, right? You just invest stamina, you get some rewards cashback, you invest more stamina, you invest some gems, you do your runs, and you're good. Oh yeah. Summoning outside of events, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not good. Yeah. So yeah, we see each other tomorrow. Tomorrow 119 gets a beating. Maybe. Potentially we also have to upgrade another mage. Or we can just make our Magda good enough. I don't know, right? It is hard to say. We'll at least attempt it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not doing faction trials. Oh, I'll do them. Okay, I'm not making it past stage 8 for now. So at least the Pearson one I probably just run on auto. But yeah, I didn't do my faction trials very well. Remind me the next streams, alright? Make that the best unit on our account. Potentially. Maybe, yeah, you could say so. You could also argue Araka, because we don't have a Pierce a lot outside of her, so she's pretty good. Yeah. When is Gear Dungeon? Gear Dungeon... I wanted to farm for like 2 or 3 more days. Because I don't see us making much progress here. But I also have to be careful, because I have to plan in at minimum like 2,000 stamina just to run all the keys before they run out. So that's a combined, 4,000 stamina between the two? So yeah, Tide we already did. Tide we did because I was gem starved. Gippos I'll do. Faction trials I'll do. I make sure I do most of the content. You know me are good. Healer Codex, amazing. She's really good at healing, but not that good at cleansing. So not quite Guild Boss 2. She's not that great in Abyss. She's amazing for like general content, for like playing the story, playing chapter 10, whenever you need a healer to just heal. But the big issue is she doesn't bring Rage Regen or Inspiration alongside of the healing. So she's good, but she's not particularly necessary for anything specific. And the auto fights, if worst comes to worst, I can just use an emulator and run them one by one. I gotta be honest with you. When it comes down to auto fights, I just load up blue stakes, set a auto clicker, and then I'm just gonna do it. Gotta be honest. So yeah. Also, we have 1 gem. Isn't that cute? It looks kind of cute. Here, a little sneak peek. This set is getting ridiculous. Like, what the fuck even is this? Like, this would be what? 240% crit damage? Yeah, we definitely need a Silas. We can progress campaign. Chapter 8 hard. Chapter normal 9. Expert 7. We definitely can. I just don't see a reason yet why. You just got a Tallulah and you know me. Who should you build first? Tallulah. Tallulah. Tallulah just does it a bit better than what Eunomia does. Yeah. Because you have more reliable cleanse, you get some extra damage reduction, you get some extra rage regen. Yeah, Tallulah. If you want to build one of the two. Okay, but now we end it though. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And as always, we see each other in the next one. I'll probably publish a video real quick on the YouTube channel. It's just going to be the gem code. If you want that, that's great. If not, it is what it is. Doza or Leia, who gives more damage increase? Doza. Right? Gallery, cultists, Doza, damage increase 30%, right? He does 30% damage increase plus inspiration. Leia, I think they both do equal. If it's just damage increase, I guess they both do 30. You got 3 ancient tier 3s from the Forge. That is pretty amazing. Congratulations. I hope they're good. All right then. Bye-bye.